The most dangerous woman in the Bible, the story of Jezebel. Who was Jezebel? Jezebel was one of the most wicked, powerful, and dangerous women in the Bible. She was the daughter of Ethbaal, the king of Sidon, and married King Ahab of Israel. Jezebel was a pagan queen who worshipped the false god Baal and led Israel into idolatry. She manipulated her weak husband, Ahab, to abandon the worship of the true God, Yahweh, and instead promote Baal worship across the land. Why did Jezebel kill the prophets? Jezebel was a ruthless queen who hated the prophets of God. When she saw that the prophets of Yahweh were preaching truth in Israel, she ordered the execution of all God's prophets. Many faithful prophets were martyred during her reign. However, one prophet, Elijah, stood up against her evil. Elijah challenged Jezebel and her false prophets on Mount Carmel, where God sent fire from heaven to prove his power. After this miracle, Jezebel became even more furious and threatened to kill Elijah, forcing him to flee for his life. Jezebel's horrible fate. God saw Jezebel's cruelty and decided to punish her. In 2 Kings 9, we read how a man named Jehu was anointed by God to become king and bring judgment upon Jezebel's house. When Jehu arrived at the royal palace, Jezebel mockingly looked out of a window, wearing makeup and jewelry, trying to taunt him. But Jehu commanded her eunuchs, "Throw her down." They pushed her out of the window, and her blood splattered on the walls and horses. When Jehu later ordered her burial, it was discovered that dogs had eaten most of her body, fulfilling Elijah's prophecy. The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel, and her corpse shall be like refuse on the face of the field. 1 Kings 21 verse 23. The lesson. Jezebel's story teaches us that pride, cruelty, and evil lead to destruction. God punished her not only for her own sins but also for leading others into sin. In contrast, those who remain faithful to God will be protected and rewarded. In the end, Jezebel's gruesome fate reminds us that divine justice is certain.